Ba-ba-ba-bum. And we are live, right on time. We're going to be playing them some Silius, because that's the one I really want to beat, honestly. Working on it. I haven't played it in a few days, mostly because I've had other things to do. I need to record a video as well, and that's not always the easiest. We'll say a good evening to David Glenn. It's a bit easier to manage the stream chat and stuff while I'm playing NES games than when I'm playing something else, because it's just easier. I might actually move this ear, not full screen. Move the ROM pack over here. Might play something else later. Who knows? I want to check if the... So restream. Okay. The restream setup that I've done right now just says that I'm going live. I need to figure out how for it to link the actual channel. But it's fine. I mean, it's better than what I had a few minutes ago. There are Battletech comics coming, apparently, but from some never been. I think the best term for it would be a never been, because has been means you've done something in the past. Some never been that worked mainly for IEW and on some various SJW comics for Marvel. So my hopes are not up on that. Then again, I shouldn't have my hopes up for any comics in general. And the things like the Transformers and G.I. Joe reboot from Skybound should be will be an exception to the rule rather than what I should expect. A bit sad. Well, the Conan books are really good too, but that's easier to expect. It's from someone who loves Conan and that's worked on Conan for a long time, so that helps. Apparently they're doing a King Conan book with the most recent one, so I'm interested in that. I am gonna die in stage 1, so we're gonna load and try again. Anime I still have hope for various things, because there's still pretty decent mangas coming out, so I'm okay with that, but there's a few that are not good as well, and there's always bad news coming that way. So I am there's still good mangas coming out, and you can be cautiously optimistic for most of them. But there's terrible people now working in the manga industry as well, as we've learned recently from some creatives. So we will have to see. But I mean, movies, TV shows, now just I don't believe anything good will come of it. Yeah, you can't just drop there. You have to jump. Okay, start again. I'm honestly surprised Fantastic Four made so little money, because they were announcing it today, how much it made, how much it finished at mostly, and it was rather underwhelming, like 525, something like that. There's no way it made money. The announced budget is 200 million, 120 million for PNR. That movie is dead. I try not to talk about that too much, but it is news today. Try not to talk too much about movies because there's a lot of channels that do that and that are, well, better than me at it. So why should I try to do that as well? Because there's better people to talk about that. And anyways, the only thing I really look at daily nowadays is mostly numbers. I crunch numbers for those various movies. Alright, well, at least got the first part done. I'm gonna die on this boss, but, you know. Oh, Fantastic Four. I mean, I always see all sorts of people talk about how great it is and everything, but I never could get into Fantastic Four. I hear Nerdrotic talk about it. I hear Andre from Midnight's Edge, all sorts of people talking about how great the Fantastic Four is, and I'm like, it's just boring. Yeah, it's the first family of Marvel. What's I like Doom Patrol more. It feels more in line with what it could be, I guess. It's people that have a heart, that don't have a life, or that are in a terrible position and are learning to get to control what they have. It just sounds better. Well, most of the Thor movies didn't do all that well, after all. I mean, the first Thor didn't do all that well. The Dark World is one of the worst ones in terms of everything. Well, Ragnarok did really good, but that's because people wanted something sillier and more comical, but what it brought us was that all those terrible Taika Waititi movies. A guy who's 100% exploiting the 25% of blood that he has from a minority in order to cash in on everything. I have a very little appreciation for Taika Waititi as a director. As an actor, he's actually not bad. He's decently funny and decently interesting. But as a person, he is pretty nasty. And as a director, he is rather terrible. So, yeah. But I mean, Chris Hemsworth is wonderful in the role of Thor in general, so that really helps. I mean, those original castings they had for Marvel were all really good, so that really helped. And that includes, Edward Norton as Hulk, not Mark Ruffalo. I honestly can't stand Mark Ruffalo in anything he's in, so. Come on. There we go. Edward Norton was a better Hulk. There, I've said it. Oh god, Leguizamo is... Yeah, I was talking about has-beens earlier. Now that's a particular level of has-been. He's not a never-been, but he's a has-been. I'd still think Guardian of the Galaxy, the first one, is my favorite of the early Marvel movies, outside of Iron Man 1, which is just... It's not a perfect movie, but it's one thing that I would say is damn close to a perfect movie. At least in that genre. Let's go with that. In that genre, it's probably one of the best superhero movie out there. Doing terrible here. I'm using the rocket launcher to dodge hits, and I keep getting hit. The thing is, Edward Norton added gravitas to him. He had, like, he was Hulk, but he was, like, scary Hulk, while Ruffalo never does scary Hulk right. I am dead anyways. I have to get to the bottom of that screen. This should be a checkpoint? It is a checkpoint. Okay. There's the health drop I needed. Oh well. No, I wouldn't have finished the stage on that health, I am pretty sure. That's... Oh, health drop. We'll take that one. I mean, for me to have a better opinion or a better, discussion of all that stuff, I'd have to watch more things, and right now I just don't have time to watch that much stuff in general. So, and the stuff I watch, generally I regret it. I'd say maybe, like, K-pop Demon Hunter, everybody's gushing on it. I've seen it. It's not my style. I don't like that style of animation at all, and I've never did. But I understand why it's working. I mean, my daughter keeps talking about it and wants to... Well, she's not wanting to be one of the K-pop Demon Hunter for Halloween. At least there's that, I guess. But it is what it is, right? It's big money... Well, small money movie that's going to be making big money. I mean, what else have I watched outside of kids' shows lately? The kids watch stuff, but I don't. I play games when I've got time because that's how I really wind down. Or read comics. Right now I've been reading Kingdom, which is a fantastic manga, to be quite honest, probably one of the better ones out there. Hello, Locust. Gonna shoot some missiles at you. I don't know if the laser or the missiles do more damage on this thing. I've seen people do it with the missiles a little bit lately, so... Looks like the missiles do more damage on this thing than the laser does. Well, there's a lot of things that Marvel could have been. Same with DC. But what really frustrates me is that how they messed up the TV portion of stuff. Because DC with Supergirl and things like that, if it didn't go full CW, it probably would have been better than the endless movies by Marvel. Because TV, if you do a season a year, you're going to be far closer to what comics should be. And that's why a lot of manga nowadays, when they do adaptation, they're doing it a little bit smarter, especially for the long-running one, and they do breaks in between seasons rather than piling things up. And it's working a lot better for a lot of them. I mean, Kingdom's getting its 6th season, but that's basically it. I mean, that manga's at 72 volumes now, something like that. It's long-running. It's a bit surprising. It's honestly a bit of a surprise. I hadn't heard of it. And then a lot of people said that it was really good, and I was like, okay, I don't really know it. It's Chinese history. I like Chinese history in general. So, yeah, I'll read it, and it's pretty darn good. It has some very weird things to it, and a wild adaptation of history. But, hey, that's fine. That's books. I'm okay with books being a bit fast and loose on historical adaptations sometimes. Oh, God. I didn't jump far enough. Ugh. Will I be able to beat the level on 1 life? Is the question now. No, I will not, because I failed that jump. I failed it catastrophically. What was it that someone proposed I watch or said I should watch? There's a few things on like Amazon and a few things on Apple TV. There was the racing one with the evil clown. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Someone was saying that it was the first season was okay, the second season was terrible. You know how it generally is, and a few others like that. There's Reacher. There's a few things like that that some people have been saying is either good or could be worth watching. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, well maybe. But I'm a big kid, so I prefer cartoons. And I mean, watching old stuff is fun, but at some point I do want to watch new things. I'm gonna have to take a death. Not here, that's not where I wanted to take a death, though. Nah, but it's a checkpoint, so I'm not losing anything. Losing a life, but not much else. should... I put him in a terrible position. There. Missiles will take care of it. Why am I failing this jump so bad? Okay, I didn't fail it this time. Just need to get to the boss and beat it. It's harder than it sounds. Then again, the boss for this stage is not that bad now that I know the chirp trick for it. The preamble to him is a bit harder, but... Come on. And I fail at a falling block puzzle. Okay. Try not to take dumb hits this time. I mean, I've got Star Trek Next Generation on DVD, and I rewatch a few episodes for every couple weeks. Got Columbo on DVD that I rewatch every couple of weeks. I watch an episode or two. You know, there's things that I watch, but that's all the old stuff at this point. Columbo is just so much fun to watch, though. Such a great show. Peter Falk did a fantastic job, and I like it better than most modern mystery shows, just because back in the days you actually had to work when you were doing a mystery show. It was not like yeah, put it in the computer and ask it to analyze it. There was actually like stuff going on. What else should I get or watch? Supernatural. I have never watched most of it. I've watched episodes here and there. My brother's got all the DVDs, so I could probably, like, bug him for it. I don't know if Netflix still has all of Justice League and Justice League International, Unlimited, I mean, on it. Those were pretty good shows too. I'm dead because I'm going to get hit by that thing. I don't know how to kill that one. I didn't fall down at least, so that's a win. At Adventure Time, the original pilot short was great. The show itself is not that good. And it goes really weird, really fast, and you can tell, like, the target audience is no longer kid really quickly, which is what ruins a lot of those shows. That's very good health drop, actually. Ugh. And I wasted that health drop. But I'm getting to the pre-boss and then the actual boss, so it's not that bad. Those guys I'm just careful with. Oh, Eld! That'll make... I should be able to beat it with that, actually. There we go. Laser. Oops, there is an enemy before I need to use the laser. We get the grenade launcher. We go all the way as back as we can, I mean. Exactly the right amount of shots. So you can waste one laser shot on the previous boss guy. That's basically it. And now the final stage that I've never beaten. I got to the pre-final boss. I never got to the T800. But, I mean... I can only play and hope for the best. I saved it, which is surprising. Small jump. There we go. Crushers. This is the one I'm never very good at. And I jumped too soon because that box is coming this way just in time for it to push me over. You're in the lecture camp. That's actually, I mean, it's nice to have those kind of lectures every once in a while as well. Because reading someone giving a review, or a few of those guys out there that have done a lot of those reviews, I'm quite happy with them. Like listening to Disparu is usually quite refreshing because he has very British takes, yes, but he's very honest about it, which is not a thing that I've seen very often. I've got one life left, do I? I am not beating the boss, but you know, I'm getting to it. Not there yet, but I mean it. I was just standing in midair there, just holding down and not falling. too big of a jump, you hit the ceiling there and you fall. It is a common mistake. I jumped too early there. In the Tang factory. Nope, I didn't save it. I managed to save it every once in a while there. But this level is very difficult. And I'm okay with not beating the game yet and anything. I need to get better at it anyways. I think that's really gonna be a focus. It's a game I feel I should beat, basically. Very odd for someone to say that, but I just feel like I need to beat this game to accomplish something. And no, that's just not working at all. There are retro achievements that exist nowadays that you can like subscribe for these kinds of games, but don't know if it's worth getting and giving my more or less personal information. I say more or less because it's not like anything we have online has any value outside of what the companies are giving for it, but there, it's not that hard, Etienne. You can do it. Jesus. Come on, guys. There we go. Now for this bit. You have to wait a little there just so that box shows up. Well, this one just almost crushed me. This one crushed me, period. Oh, so you have to wait, then go. Wait, then go. I did get killed there a few times, but I haven't been killed in that particular drop recently. I feel like this bit of conveyor belt is the harder bit of the level. The first part's just annoying with the tang. This part is just difficult because the falling box and the rhythm of it. I mean, the tang bit is just wait and go. It's pretty straightforward. And the first conveyor bit is not super difficult. You just have to memorize where you need to jump and how quickly you need to jump. But the second conveyor bit is where I always have problems. Oh, I went too fast and I got crushed. Well, Okay, I have to go just a bit slower. Not pleasant. There's also the fact that you have to go through an entire game to get to this area. So you do have a bit of work to do. Whoa. I didn't want to crouch there, but I did. Didn't kill me, so I mean, it's a mistake that didn't kill me. I'll take it. There. Got that bit kind of done. Jump, jump, jump. Good. Not awful. Alright, I'll just take the hit. Boss time. All right. I did it. Well, not did it, but 1, 2, and through. No. Oh. The forward flamey bits got me. Okay, I messed that up completely. One. Back. 1, 2, through. No. I needed to wait just a little longer. Okay. Then you've got the same thing at the back, the little spinny ball that shoots random bullets and the weak point that you have to shoot. There. So it's not terribly difficult for a boss either. Oh, but you can't stand up or you get hit. Not sure where the hitbox is on those flamey things either. But I have a feeling we might get to Terminator. I'll die, but I'll get to Terminator. I'm getting to Terminator. I'm gonna fight Arnold. He gets next to you and he starts punching and you die. That's how that particular boss goes. And of course you have to redo the entire stage because they can't be nice and restart you at the boss. But we've proven that we can beat the before last boss, which is not a huge threat to be quite honest, but I've managed to beat it. So I just need to learn how to beat Arnold. Arnold. I messed that up. Come on. It's like, no, it is not easy, but it is not one of the harder bits of the stage, and I messed it up. I feel bad for it. Okay, I'm gonna just die here and take a continue, if I still have any. I should have like 1 or 2 left. Because that was like very terrible. Jump, jump. All right. Tang Factory's done. Conveyor Belt Part 1. I mean, I know what I need to do. It's the execution that's not always easy. And the hand cramps from holding the controller the way I'm holding it. But that's my old Mega Man X way of holding my controller for when I was playing Mega Man X quite a bit in my youth. So I have a hard time with Mega Man X on the... I have it on the PlayStation, and I have a hard time with it because I had a particular grip for those Super NES Mega Man X, and I can't replicate it on a DualShock controller because a DualShock is not shaped the same as a good old SNES controller, right? So, okay. The last conveyor belt. It's not hard. Okay, we've got the first bit here done. Keep the rest of the grenades for Terminator. One, two, and three. Gotta dodge the bullets, because I mean, it's not like this bit is very hard. We've got health, we've got ammo. I'm gonna save. I shouldn't. That's cheating. But I'm gonna do that. Well, that's a bit of a standoff. Don't know how many shots he takes. And I hit him with like 4 grenades, so that's a good start. I mean, his AI is not fantastic. Let's be quite clear here. But he hits like a truck. Ha! I didn't even have to use my save. And the Gundam colony there. We have saved the world, I guess. I mean, they cut the story out of that game pretty much completely as they were rebuilding it, so here you go. You have a bit of a cutscene, and here's the credits. Director, Vegas. Yeah. That's fun when you look at those old NES games. Almost all the time they were using like nicknames and stuff like that here because it wasn't a very fancy job and they didn't want to be put into those kind of things. This changed over the years, as we now see, but that means I'm going to be able to beat that game again, and it's going to be easier every time I do it. Technically, if all goes well. All right. Let's go do a Gyrus run. Gyrus. Another one that I know how to do the goal. It's not easy, but... well, actually is not super difficult. You just need to get a little bit of luck, and you're good to go. First stage, I kind of know where all the enemies come from, so I can get the bonuses, which is not bad. It's easy XP. All right. Bomb, I will take it. Now this guy's shooting all sorts of things at me, but I should be able to blow him up. There we go. Dodge the asteroid, and we're good to go. I could use the L1R, the L and R buttons for things too on these controllers. Starting to think. There are advantages at using a controller with more buttons, even with a system that only ever uses 2. Not only for the turbo that I've been using in some games, but also for like comfort. Where do you want to put your hand, basically? Speeding up this boss by doing it that way. The Big 20 itself, if you're wondering, is this Saturday at noon Eastern. I am probably going to advertise it on the Discord for anybody who's on Discord, and I'm probably going to share at least Arcus' stream on X as well, because he's my favorite streamer. There you go. That's a good reason for me to back him up. But I mean, the speedrunning cowboy is a great person. He deserves our well, not our love, but our support every once in a while. He'll probably get in the top 5 again this time around. He's usually in the top couple. He's very good at NES, but he's not Pikachu, who I strongly suspect cheats and these kinds of things, but I'm not gonna say it on any open channel outside of my own, because his results are always way too good for it to be true. But you know, it's maybe just me that's a bit of a I'm too distrusting, I guess. I lost a double shot. That's very bad. The biggest advantage of the double shot is not that you have 2 shots, is that it's a bit wider, so you can hit some of the enemies easier with it. Because mashing faster in this game doesn't change much, because there's a limit to how quickly you can mash. Losing a life this early was bad too, because I kind of need my lives. one of those guys is gone. Alright, well that was a decent take on this. It's an extra bomb. I mean, I need all the bombs I can get for the later bosses. I was really expecting to get hit there. Alright, blow up little mouth thingies. There. Stage 7, and then the snake boss. Which I do not want to fight, but I'll have to, so... Life is life, nah, as they say in the song. Whoa! I don't even know what killed me there. Too many things going on at the same time, that's what killed me. Whoa. I missed the item. I can only pray I get like a buff or whatever, the double shot before I get to the boss. Oh, there's the double shot, I'll take it. I'll lose it almost immediately because that boss is terrible. Well, I mean, when it goes well, this boss goes okay, but there's only one bit left of it. See, when it goes well, this boss is really easy. But it just can go, like, completely sideways in a second. Got a life out of it. Got 2,000 point bonus. A 1-up, which is much better than a 1,000 point bonus. It's like 50,000 points right there. Oh, there's still a wave. Okay, I thought we were done. I was scratching my nose. Now we're going to Uranus. Uranus. This'll never not be fun, okay? Yeah, these waves are annoying, and they have the... This is the bit with the weird snail things. Well, this one went fairly well, so I'm not gonna complain. Alright, we got them. We only have more of those coming, but we got through this stage without losing like 5 lives, which is what happened to me every once in a while. First one of these down. I didn't kill the snail thing fast enough. Or the urchin thing? Is it like an urchin? Or an anemone? All I know is that it moves in very erratic ways, and it's almost impossible to hit properly. There I go. And then something killed me randomly. Still? I'm losing all my lives here. I'm losing every single one of my lives in this particular level. This is a bad... And I had 5 lives, I'm down to 2. the little spaceships shoot at you on this one. Well, I got most of those thingies quickly enough. I don't know if that thing's invincible or... Okay, you have to hit the first one of the lot. But I think I dodged it. Okay. Okay, I am not going to be mashing through the entire thing. I'm just going to blow it up and go towards the next stage. This wasn't terrible. Okay. Oh, an extra life. What I need is extra bombs, though, at this point. Because I need, like, 5 or so against the next boss to be, you know, safe, I would say. Got a bunch of bonus points. Not exactly what I needed, but I'll take whatever you give me. I'm not trying to beat the whole game, just the goal. Yeah, those are just annoying because you can't kill them all the time. The ones that turn around that have weird, like, tentacles. But they're not as bad as those anemone snail things from earlier. Because those you keep mashing on them and its face is going to be your way at some point. And it's going to die. And it doesn't move like rather weird jumping from side to side, so it's a lot simpler to take care of. Oh, crap. You just stand there and shoot, and you're going to end up hitting it at some point. And I've got enough bombs to take care of the boss, so I'm in a pretty good position here. If I don't completely, absolutely mess up, basically. Bad death, but if I'm lucky, there's a weapon spawn. I doubt there will be. But then again, I don't really need the dual shot against the boss because I'm going to be spamming the supers. And goal complete. I'm doing better at this game, too. We're going to keep going. I mean, I beat the goal, but I'm not big 20ing, so we're just going to try to beat the... We're going to try to beat the game, though. I doubt I'll be able to get all the way to Earth. But I might be able to get, you know, a bit further. We'll see. I've gotten to the middle of the other stage there to get to Jupiter. So I've played a little bit further than the goal, but I've never beaten it completely. I mean, I have a hard enough time doing the first, couple locks, so we're going to Jupiter next. Ooh. Smaller asteroids. Or an asteroid, okay, when you hit it, it breaks up into smaller bits. It could be a problem, but it's not super hard to dodge, so I'm not terribly worried. Oof, the lag. The lag here is terrible. I mean, the NES was not the strongest console ever, but there was many situations where it performed admirably, but there it had a very difficult time. Dodge a couple asteroids. Hey, we're advancing. We're advancing. Quebec is a little bit weird. It used to be pretty bad for the forest fires, but recently they've been doing really good. And this year, even though we had a massive drought, there were forest fires, because there's always forest fire every summer, but nothing super huge. And we're also the only place in North America that doesn't spray Roundup on the forest ground. Maybe that has something to do with it, is what a lot of people were saying. And yeah, I might have to agree with that. Maybe controlling the cuts normally is better. I mean, there's a lot of logging in Quebec in general, so they do manage the forests a whole lot, and we have a lot of forested areas, but we've been doing okay last couple of years since this current government, to be honest. Okay, what is the boss here? Is it another snake guy, or? Well, okay, okay, you have to mash at the ground thing. At least it's... Oh, it breaks apart. Okay. Then it's gonna do something crazy, I am sure. Oh! Okay, that's different. There might be a reason why you stopped there in the in the actual thing. Oh boy. Where are my normal NES games? Where did I hide those? It's just the emulator itself. I think those are the games, yeah. Chip and Dale, Chicken of the Farm. We'll do a little bit of Chicken of the Farm because that's a fantastic game. As you can see, I'm a chicken or a frog, one of the two. Boing, 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 boing. You've got a tongue you can stick out. This is not a ROM hack. This is a homebrew game, and it's one of the cool ones I've learned from in a big 20. I'm not very good at it, but I have fun with it. Is that enough, or is there another key? There. That was enough. Because you gotta learn how to manage your jumps, mostly in this game, because you can jump very far as a frog. But if you can also do just the small jumps. And it really depends on when you're moving. And those are flies. You're supposed to... If you get all of them, you don't get anything special, but it's a special challenge. Those birds are jerks, but that is a well-known fact that birds are jerks in general. Also, frogs eating a bird is a little bit weird to me, but frogs basically eat whatever they can fit in their mouths, so that bit is not too surprising. And the gate is there. Like, it's not even at the bottom, it's in a weird spot, just so it's harder for you to get to. Yuck. Yuck. Ah! Having a hard time there. Okay, you just need to walk it off. Okay, this one. At least falling down doesn't deal you damage, but... Evil dart shooters trying to kill my frog. And all the way down. Alright. Think I'm at World 2 now? Not yet. Okay. Ugh. I am not doing good at all. Okay, there's health at the top at least, I guess. No, I'm dead. Oh well. I mean, it's a case of doing the same thing twice here, which is not my favorite way of designing a game. There we go. It was bad, but not terribly bad. This is Jorf's favorite stage. Wow, I messed that up. World 2. At least I don't have to restart the whole thing. I mean, the music in this game is great. It's just very silly. Oh, I'm doing terrible here. I like those homebrew games that people make just because it's a bit odd, but it's like, what can you do on like really old hardware and try to make it, you know, fun still and different. I mean, you can do like a 100 Mario clones, but this is not a Mario clone. It's its own thing. How do you get that key? Now I need to figure out how to get the middle key there. Just running is not enough. So you do have to manage a jump. Ow. You can't get it from underneath. All right, I chickened of the farm enough. What else is weird in there? Oh, there's Lawnmower. A great classic. Because it's also an homebrew. A fun little puzzle game, basically. You have to mow the entire lawn before you run out of fuel. And that is probably one of the least fuel-efficient lawnmower in the history of lawn mowing. The flowers eat up a lot of your fuel as well if you're running through them, like I just did, and I died because of it. You don't have to mow the flowers. I'll play a game I'm more used to. I've run that game on stream once or twice. Space Gulls! Another cool homebrew. Where you're a gull and you're trying to find your eggs. This one is really fun. It's like a mix of Joust and Mega Man. If you want a weird combination there, because it behaves like Joust. You have to mash the button to fly. Those little eggs recover some of your HP. In order to go through here, I needed to beat both of the enemies. You don't always need to beat the enemies, so you're going to be trying to dodge them every once in a while. It's a pretty short game. Well, Pressure Washing Simulator is a very weird game, but I mean, as a relaxing thing to do, it kind of is. And they've just put so much weird stuff you can clean, like the motorcycle from the motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII, weird Warhammer 40k stuff, so, you know, people have fun with that, too. House Flipping Simulator 1 wasn't that fun, but House Flipper 2 is really cool. There's all sorts of weird things in it, and it gets quite fun. And there's just, like, that odd house every once in a while with, like, the odd witch's house that you have to fix up because she broke something while making a potion, and you're like, well, that's certainly weird. And you can find like a weird summoning circle and all sorts of things on the ground. It gets fun. Oh, I wouldn't doubt that you spent all your money on Joust. It was one of those games that just got people going. It was in Big 2018. They needed to have 50,000 points, I think. And yeah, that was not easy. It was not an easy run for anyone. Was it 18 or 17? It was a big 20. I just can't remember which one, but I mean it was like one of the first games in the run as well. Like it was one of the first game in the thing. So if you messed up, you were just like, well, you messed up Joust. You have to you lost like 5 minutes rather than 50, you know. It was a brutal game. I remember some of the people having a very hard time with it. I mean, guys like Arcus who play video game like 10 hours a day during the Big 20 period, they can do things like Joust fairly well. I mean, you're older than I am, David, so you've got those older games at the arcade. I was never a huge arcade guy. I was more of really a console guy, to be quite honest. But, you know, in the arcade, like Street Fighter, I spent a decent amount of money on every once in a while. There was also the Knights of the Round Table game by Capcom that I spent some money on. That was a fun yet rather difficult game. Alright, I'm through. Need to get the key. Ouch. Just need to get the key. No need to worry about anything else. Save. I'm gonna die. Oh, well, I wanted to die. I didn't. Okay. Just so I have a full health bar for the next zone. I mean, I could probably, like, grind this game if I really wanted to and get a score up on speedrun.com or something, but it's a little bit, it'd be a little bit of work, I think. But it's a game I know I can beat fairly easily and fairly quickly if I really get my mind to it. Okay, this one is just annoying because of how the platforms are. You have to not hit the spikes either, because that hurts a lot for your little birdie. Right, a little bit of health will help. Ooh, a big bit of health. I will take it. I have never played Pac-Man in an arcade cabinet, personally. I know some people did, but I never played Pac-Man on an arcade cabinet. But I played Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man on an Atari, which is not the best way to play them. Well, Miss Pac-Man on the Atari wasn't bad. It was the regular Pac-Man that was rather terrible. And fun thing to know is that Miss Pac-Man is technically the first ROM hack. It basically hacked the game so that the players couldn't solve it as easily. And the places called it Miss Pac-Man rather than Pac-Man. It was the same board, it was the same everything. But the poor guys running the arcades losing money because people had solved Pac-Man. I think it's more a problem of Bandai and friends making a game that was solvable, which is weird in that day and age, but oops. Ooh, that's bad. I restart far here, but all the doors are still open, so it's not very difficult for me to get back, but well, there's ROMs for most of the old arcade games that are available, but it's not always easy to make them run right because they're programmed weird often enough. So that's a bit that makes it come on. And yes, if you don't have the arcade controller, trying to play arcade game on a PC is sometimes going to run you a little bit weird. Because the big arcade controllers are really nice. You can get them for PC and stuff, but they're not easy to get. For consoles, it's easier to get a arcade stick. And you've got the people who do that for things like Street Fighter and stuff. You don't really have well, you always have a choice, but for stuff like Street Fighter, you kind of want... A lot of people want those larger sticks, even though I'm used to controllers. I kind of like... That's one of the cases where I think I would like a DualShock better. But for some of the super moves and stuff, it's easier to do with an arcade stick as well. So always have to think of what you want to play and how you want to play it. If there's a chance I'll die, I'll open all the gates. Those little turrets, you just have not enough hits. I mean, you need 5 hits to kill them. You just not have enough. There we go. Street Fighter was Street Fighter 2 was a revolution in video games, at least in arcade. I mean, that made a lot of people very rich and arcade owners. I can't remember what the numbers someone said were. Someone had done a video I watched on on Street Fighter 2, and they had said how much it made the first year it had come out for the arcade owners, and it was a ridiculous amount, something you wouldn't guess off the top of your head. It was ridiculous for the time where it came out, which is the early 90s. At least Street Fighter, most of the moves in Street Fighter are easier to remember because it's always kind of the same thing. It's the Mortal Kombat way of things where things are just like weird combos of not just buttons, but also like directions and everything. And that one I've never been very good at. Street Fighter, King of Fighters, the common ones, let's say, the ones I'm more used to, I'm pretty good at. Mortal Kombat I never was pretty good at or really liked. I know some people swear by Mortal Kombat, I don't. So everybody's different. It's okay if you like Mortal Kombat. You're allowed. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna shame anybody for liking Mortal Kombat more than Street Fighter. It's not your fault. That was very bad. Oh, a health drop. I'll take it. Alright, I'm doing pretty good here. This is technically one of the worst, I think the worst room in the game. We're almost at the end. I mean, it's really not a long game. The final boss is underwhelming as well. But I'm not doing too bad. I've done better in Dr. B. Joke on Dr. Wily. Just have to bounce on the Ed and dodge the shots. It's really not that difficult. There might be a new version of this as well. I'd have to check romact.com doesn't really exist anymore. The site where most of those things and a lot of cool ROM acts used to go through, they closed last year or early this year for random reason. Yay! I found one of the little astronaut birds. Well, Street Fighter, I mean, you still have to know what you're supposed to do. You still have to know the different things, the different moves and all that stuff, but it's not as... It's more complex than Street Fighter. Street Fighter is, quarter turn, press button, quarter turn of the other direction, press button. A little bit more straightforward, let's say. Gunsmoke, the town of Ixville, where we find Bandit Bill with his rifle. A honestly better game than you'd expect there, but it is not easy. First stage is not too bad, but I shouldn't die to a random goon though. That's very bad. Oh, the turbo does a big difference in this one. Okay. Fastest shooting 6 shooters in the world. Yeah, that's not how the game's meant to be played at all, so I'm not gonna do that. But I've been mostly getting PlayStation consoles over the years, personally. I had an Xbox 360 that I never really used. I bought it on a whim to play some of the... There were a few JRPGs that came out on the early Xbox 360, like from former guys from Square Enix and stuff like that. And they were like... I thought they were really cool, but that's the only games you got from it. So I need to find that wanted poster. Where was the wanted poster in this particular stage again? Because if you don't find the wanted poster, you loop through the level again. And that is what makes this game quite annoying, especially at the higher levels. You can buy the wanted poster, but I don't... I don't have the money to buy it. If I remember right, it's right there. Yeah, there you go. If you don't have the wanted poster, you can't fight the boss. Because someone's only wanted if you have this poster. Oops, my horse is about to die. Oh, I found an invincibility, so that's something. Oops, my horse is dead. No, it's just a horse, it's okay. That's the boss arena. To shoot straight, you have to press both buttons at the same time. So it's He's also not the artist of the bosses of the game, to be quite honest. There we go, we got Bandit Bill. I mean, if you're able to shoot that quickly in any Western, there's a problem. That is the same rate of fire as the machine gun, which you can buy for a whole lot of money, and you've got limited shots. So yeah, the turbo really breaks the game. Okay. Woohoo! Yay! The game gets very difficult very quickly here, so. What does this guy sell? Shotgun, machine gun, magnum. Want the magnum. I do not need the machine gun, obviously. There we go, we should be good with that. So now I have to start collecting bullets for my various guns. But if you die, you lose, like, most of it, so... Well, that's an invulnerability, I'll take it. Hey, found the poster already, and I died. Hey, I've got 4 lives, it's not that bad. So I still got my shotgun, I still got my magnum, but it downgraded my movement speed and my shooting range. That's what the boots and the gun you can find every once in a while gives. Wow, that was terrible. This was also an arcade game, but I've never seen that in a cabinet. Might never have been an arcade game in North America, too. Might have been just in Japan. Want the Magnum against this boss, if I remember right. God, and I've lost the Magnum because I died with it equipped. As you can see. That was bad. And I think I'm game over. Yeah. Oh well. Not a game I'm terribly good at, to be honest. I like it though. It's one of those games I kind of like, I'm just not good at. Arkista's Ring is a fun one. I've got Clash of Demon End twice then, because I've got it here. Chippendale Rescue Ranger, another fairly easy one. Guardian Legends, probably one of my favorite games on the console. It's a mix of a shooter and an RPG, and it is one of those mixed games. You're trying to stop a evil planet from hitting Earth. And to do that, you have to go in the planet and blow it up from the inside. One of the rare games where if you get hit, the enemy takes damage. So you can actually use that to your advantage against some bosses. Very few of them, to be honest, but there's a few bosses. You can use it to your advantage. I'm not doing as good as I used to. It's been a long time since I played this. Geez, the turbo on this is quite something. You can only have 4 bullets on the screen at once, but they put all the bullets together if you do that. First boss is the defense system. Which isn't terribly difficult. Because every shot he takes, if you blow it up, it can drop a health regeneration item. So that makes things a lot easier. There was a heart right there. That made my life easier. I'm not doing the best. I might actually die if I'm not careful. Okay, I gotta stop messing around. Jeez. Already got an extra health bar. There. Was not very good, but and then you go into a maze-like area style RPG, where there's items to collect and monsters to kill. A bit Zelda-y, I would say. Here I run the lightsaber, which is an okay weapon. Not great, but it'll be used against various bosses, including this one. Then I got the scatter shot, I think that is, which is not very good. There's some weapons that are definitely better than others. That's a red lander. Increases my maximum weapon allowance, but also makes my shots wider. As long as I've got 100 chips. So if I use special weapons, it's not going to be as good. But yeah, the first bunch of enemies is pretty easy. There's nothing super threatening in Zone 0, basically. This should bring me back to the start, if I remember right. No? Oh no, that's the end. That's the final dungeon. It's a bit different. Okay. Then there's seals for some of the things. We'll get to that. Can I buy anything here? Is that a shop? It is not a shop. Here there's a shop. They'll trade me items for chips. That's the rearward shot, which is really useful later on. That's the homing shots. And that's wave. Wave is okay, but homing shots I really want. It's good against the next bigger boss. That was a rapid fire power-up. That's a save room. The cartridge did not have a pack, so a battery pack, so that means that you had to take a password that was as long as my arm to get it done. There's another boss around here somewhere. Top right, I think, of the area. The map itself, as you can see, is pretty small, but that's because I haven't gotten any keys to go further down. Not sure if this is a hidden gem or not, because I don't know how popular this game was. I never knew, but I got that game at a yard sale for $8. I knew what the game was. We had rented it once, and I really liked it. But I got the game at a yard sale for $8. I was ecstatic. It's another boss where the lightsaber is really good. But since I don't have 100 chips anymore, my shots are back to the little pea shooter. Oh, well, that's an increase to my health. I'll take a health increase. Not a bad thing. I got lucky on the NES. I got lucky because we got our NES in like 91, so a bit late on the game for it. So it was pretty cheap when my parents got it, and then for most of the games we got them at decent price because it was end of life. So quite interesting there. But I didn't have a SNES until I was like very old. Not very old. Older. To open this corridor, you just need to shoot the gate, and it opens. Each of the corridors 1 through 9, you need a special gimmick to open them. And you go in another stage, another shooter stage. This time we're underwater, fighting evil fish. Well-known fact that fishes are evil. I still remember most of those early stages without much problems. Evil seahorse. They own down on you, so they're more annoying than the fish were. Because they also spawn on your x-axis and y-axis, y-axis. So remember the stages, but that doesn't mean I'm good at them. All right. The game's pretty generous with health and everything as well, so it's probably not one of the harder games on the console, though. Just like it. And we're gonna meet Fleppa, the evil giant fish, pretty soon. Come on. Do not need to mash in the game. You can hold the attack button down and it'll automatically shoot, but not as fast as a turbo controller, which is weird, I guess. Odd. I'm just finding a few things odd here. We'll see that guy again later, don't worry. He's a recurring boss. I think there's only 2 of them, though. There's a red one and the blue one. You can use the homing shot against him, and it'll kill the little squids that he shoots really easily. But I have to say, it is not necessary. Not against this version. The red one, yeah, he shoots 5 at a time. He's a lot harder. So we've cleared stage Corridor 1. Clear Corridor 0, Corridor 1. And then we can go to the next zone, which is the underwater zone, I guess. This is the ball shot. I don't know if there's a better term for it. It's a ball that goes in front of you in a circle. So on the map, every blinky dot is a corridor, like one of those regions, but you don't need to clear all of them technically to finish the game. Only the 1 through 10 technically. So there's a bunch of extra ones that you can do just, well, either for fun or for extra equipment, basically, because you get equipment on every time you clear a stage. Rear shot, which is pretty useful against some of the bosses. Is this a boss where rear shot is useful? Good question. I don't remember what that one exactly is. Oh no, it's just a crab. This guy's not a threat. He's just a crab. And he gave me the fireball, which is a very good weapon. You need it against some of the bosses. The V-shot is the sideways lightsaber. It attacks on each side of you rather than in front. Very defensive and very good against a lot of enemies. Probably one of those things that I need to play more if I wanted to remember everything. Like the muscle memory from 24 years ago is not there anymore, let's say. It's a game I haven't seen a lot of speedrunners do either. That's a sad bit, because like I said, I really like that game. And games that I like, I'd like to see someone play it, you know, optimally. Ow. Jeez, how much health does that thing have? Oh, save. Save area, not a bad idea, because I'm not playing all that well. I'm just looping back to the start here. Okay. That wasn't a whole lot of health, but it's better than nothing. Oh, those spiders are annoying because they spawn like multiple spiders that then spawn multiple spiders, and it can stack really quickly and ruin your day. Okay, that's a full health. I'll take it. Not a bad spot for it. There's one of the... That's corridor 11, so I don't need to beat it, but I'll beat it and then call it a night, I think. There's a boss ear. Which one is it? Is it the blue... I mean, we killed that guy in green earlier. But he was a lot slower, and I'm getting caught on the. Okay, that's a robot. I always thought it was like a weird crab thing, but it seems to be a robot with a big gun on the top. Okay, he gave the 150 chip, which is very good, so that means I can shoot some of my special weapons and not lose the wider shot, which is pretty useful. Just gonna go and clear corridor 11. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to do it. Still underwater. Moving a little bit faster. You change the environment a little bit. There's never anything that you can hit for damage except for the enemies. So it's not as bad as like a Life Force or a Plague Gradius. And the fish here are orange for some reason. Because they're a different brand of those weird fish. Oh, health increase. I'll take it. Ouch. That is not good. That's Green Eye. Should be able to beat it. It's the blue version of this boss that is entirely too difficult. Oh, I'll still die. Wow. That was bad. That was very bad. It was terrible. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm not gonna leave it at that. He is an harder boss in general, but it shouldn't be that hard. Need to stop being bad at video games in general. There. It's a bit better. Come on. It's not even an hard stage. That's what is bugging me right now. I like played awful and not even in an hard stage. Concentration. Mostly try not to get it like an idiot all the time, and maybe I'll have enough health to beat the boss. I need Fireball level 2 to make that boss a little bit easier, but I don't think you can get Fireball level 2 before you got Fireball level 1, but it's not gonna affect them all that much. Because with the Fireball level 2, you can break the walls that he throws. That makes it a lot easier. Having full health against them will also probably be a good idea. Have a very nice evening, David. Alright, I'm gonna be able to do it. Ouch. Single hit, half my health gone. That's what makes this boss a little bit tricky. Those walls he throws deal a lot of damage. The little shots only deal about 1 pip, but the walls can easily just take you out. Jeez, how much health does you have? I mean, I know I'm only level 1 shots, but jeez, shouldn't be taking that many attacks to take him out. There, finally. Jeez. Gonna create a save. Probably already have one. Yeah, dating from 2024. No big deal. I'm gonna save the game. Grab the grenades. Save the game. And